Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Daryl, be sure to join in if you have comments on this one particularly.
I'm here. It's a subject close to my face.
Yes, it is. We're going to talk about masks. We've done this before. We're going to talk to Dr. Christina Madison, and she is with Boomer Naturals. Doctor, welcome to Late Night Health.
Thank you so much for having me, Mark. My pleasure.
Listen, we all should be wearing masks. And I wear several different masks depending on my mood. They're not as colorful as the Boomer mask. However, I just have real problem in that they're not comfortable. If I could never wear one on a treadmill, if I were running in a gym.
Or on a plane flight, right?
Or catching a plane flight, right?
No, you're supposed to be the whole time on the plane. You're supposed to have a mask on.
Oh, I know. Except, how do you eat or drink?
Oh, they've solved that. They're not serving any food or drinks.
Or they give you a straw underneath the thing. Doctor, what can we do? I mean, are the masks that Boomer Naturals has created, are they actually more comfortable and easier to use than the average run-of-the-mill mask?
So first and foremost, I will tell you that it really is an amazing marriage with form and function. So not only are the Boomer face coverings and face masks comfortable and cozy, but they're highly effective at repelling those micro organisms and potentially you coming in contact with those respiratory droplets from others that may have infectious particles. So the mask is made from a cotton polyester blend, which makes it super soft and cozy, but it's also embedded with Nano-Silver technology, which is how it makes it so highly effective. So it's got 3 layers, so it meets the WHO standards for what you should be looking for in a consumer face covering, and the fact that because we have that Nano-Silver technology in all 3 layers, it acts as an internal filter.
So not only, most masks, we wear masks to prevent our bio excess from hitting somebody else, should we have COVID-19. Does this mask also prevent that biomaterial from getting into your system?
So that's an excellent question. So we have done some amazing contact studies. We had a lab test the mask to look to see if there was any growth of organisms like E. coli and Staphylococcus on the outside of the mask if it came in contact with that, that Nano-Silver that's woven very tightly within the fibers. And they actually did not see any growth of those organisms when they did that lab test. So there is some newer data that's coming out that's showing that wearing a face covering, especially if it meets that WHO standard, not only protects other people from your respiratory droplets, but also protects the wearer as well. So I would say that you're probably getting both benefits, especially when you have a mask that fits you properly, is comfortable, and has those multiple layers. And in this case, it's embedded with that Nano-Silver technology. And we know that silver has had a history of being used in wound healing and in healthcare for years. It's just that now we're seeing it being used in this instance of face coverings. We know that it works really well. It's been used in Vietnam, and they have one of the lowest infection rates specifically for COVID-19 in the entire world.
I know that when I was a youngster in the Roman army with Caesar, that what we would do is we would have silver chalices, silver cups, and you'd put water or wine in those silver cups, and it would destroy any bacteria. We didn't know what bacteria was or viruses were back then, but silver has been used for that purpose for thousands of years.
Yes, many, many years. And you can't see me on the other side of this, but I've been smiling for the last couple moments as you've been regaling us with that story of your childhood.
Thank you. Well, you were
He was scared by a Monty Python character at a very young age.
Yes, I was.
I hear.
We've done some shows on colloidal silver. And colloidal silver is, I guess, silver in a suspension. Is this the same kind of protection from the mask?
So it's a little bit different. So this technology is called Nano-Silver. And so it's very small particles that have been tightly woven into the fabric. And as I mentioned before, the Boomer Naturals face mask has 3 layers of this Nano-Silver technology woven very tightly into the fabric, which means that it's highly effective as well as being very comfortable.
I'm on your on the boomersnatural.com. That's boomernaturals.com website. You have the soup Nazi as one of your spokespeople. Soup or no soup? Which ending will you vote for? It's a great marketing scheme. It really is. Tell me about Boomer Naturals, if you can.
Yeah, so it is a full-service wellness company, and previously to the pandemic, they were offering lots of different types of health and wellness products. And then in March of this year, they transitioned to fully being a PPE provider or personal protective equipment company, which includes masks, gloves, face shields, goggles, hand sanitizers, as well as neck gaiters as well. So, really they've met the moment to meet the needs of the public as well as the community. And one of the things that I really love about the company is for every online order that's purchased, they donate a mask in kind to a vulnerable population, including veterans. And as of right now, Boomer Naturals has donated over 100,000 masks.
Well, that's terrific. You guys rock. I have to tell you, the other thing is that the price on the masks seemed to me to be very reasonable. $15 for one, about $10 for another. Kids masks for $8 and $10, and you can go up a little bit more and have the things that look like a welder's mask in front as well. I think this is terrific. I really do. And the other day I got I saw an email for buy my mask. It's a great mask. It was $50, and then you had to throw it away.
Yeah, I think, everyone's trying to get into this marketplace right now because it is something that is the new normal. It's the best accessory of 2020, right? If you don't have a mask, then, in most states, there is some provision that is either, would preclude you from being able to enter some type of public space, whether that be the grocery store or the bank or, going and getting your hair done for that matter, or getting your nails done. So it is something that everyone needs to have on hand. I typically will tell people that they at least should have 2 masks, one to wear and one to be able to wash, because you should be washing your mask if it is a reusable consumer face covering every day. In the instance of Boomer Naturals, our particular product, because of that Nano-Silver technology, making it highly effective, it is usable for 30 washes or 30 wears. So wow. We, again, recommend that you are making sure that you're washing that product so that you get rid of any of those, pesky respiratory droplets that you may have come in contact with, as well as making sure that you are replacing your face covering at the end of those 30 days or 30 washes.
And I believe Dr. Madison is featured on boomernaturals.com as well. Visit them because I think it's a worthwhile thing to do, and we really appreciate what they're doing. Doctor, thank you very much. We have to move. I'm Mark Alyn. This is Late Night Health. I turn it back to the insane Daryl Wayne. We'll be back.